Welcome to the 2021 IAME Euro Series. We start our journey at the Karting de Fagnes circuit at Mariembourg in Belgium. 1.366 kilometers of tough technical apexes, high-speed straights, and fast sweepers. With 37 races over 3 days and a total of 179 competitors from all 4 corners of the globe, it's the perfect time to find out who the best X30 racers of 2021 will be. So, let's go! A long time on the throttle heading into turn 1 at Mariembourg as we ride with Sam Balota on board. It's a fast but technical first corner. The marbles on the outside mean there's only one fast line through. Then a tough second corner which tightens, opens, then tightens again and leads into a prime overtaking spot into turn 3. A lot of accidents happen here too, as it's hard to get right. Then up to 4, a square left that many choose as an overtaking spot to catch out the unprepared. You're back on the power through 5 and 6, working hard to keep the line, fast but strong. And then a double apex right-hander, which again is a perfect overtaking spot for the last of the late breakers. The exit's important to protect too, back through the left and into the complex affectionately known as the escargot. Right and left before a heavy braking zone for a pair of hairpins where drama and action are never far away. Once out of the right, you accelerate out as the corner opens on the run to the pit bend. Many a race is won and lost here in the closing stages. It's a key corner to excel at, as the time gained past the mechanics gantry and onto the home straight can be the difference between winning and losing.
Race I was already in Formula 1, so I took it a bit late to the go-kart world. So I'm discovering lots of things, that's why I try to get a lot of information from the best experienced people around and try to surround myself with experienced and good people that I can trust and that can guide me, because this is really new to me. When you look at the paddock, this is sometimes better than some of the racing car paddocks, So the level is really intense, very good team. Very good drivers coming up. It's nice to see their evolution. As I said, I'm quite excited by this whole new world for me. I like to discover and to learn about motorsport in general. So whether it's in Formula 1, Junior Series or go-karts, I'm always trying to look at the best opportunities.
I can be more confident now since I've seen how all the drivers drive, and maybe I can get another win. It's fun because you can go fast, and knowing the track from last year, going around it again, remembering. It's hard, the track changes a lot, so you just have to work with the setup. It's good because I can do data and camera after my sessions, and I also have my notebook that I can write down what I need to do in the next session. Well, I've just kept improving, and I'm helping my teammates, they're helping me, and in the sessions we practice working together, and when it comes up to qualifying we do a great job. Since I do a lot of wet practice in the UK, I think I'm really confident for the wet. On one of the other days I had a wet session and I did really well. I think top 3 is a good result. Hopefully win is way better though.
We're underway, and it's a great start for Tizi Kushnini through to the first corner. Brilliant start in the first corner from Ben Smith. He gets into second place, and there's contact. That looks like Harrison Mackey's gone around. A spin in the first corner. It's the 922.
To go before the checkered flag, so plenty of things and action to see. And a beautiful move around the outside of the escargot turn. This is turn number 9 on the left-hander, happening through the midfield. We'll wait for confirmation of the gaps as they make their way into the last sector. Beautifully made from the 926.
Max Cuthbert gets the run on Henry Domain, and he's being charged down by Elouan Benoume, and Elouan Bienami doing a fantastic job there in 7th position.
And there comes a switch for the first position with Kushnini losing a place to Sasha Van Patbosch.
Oh, that's Marianito, a spin for Marianito and Jonathan Landstrom. So those two are going to be battling away. They could snag a podium here if anything happens with these 3. Up the inside comes Kamyab. He storms on the inside of Kushnini.
Wow.
Talk about timing. I think Van Bosch has done enough here. Kamyab defends. Kushnini launches. Gets in a second on the final turn. Sasha wins it. Brilliant victory for Sasha Van Bosch. He opens his 2021 account with a glorious victory. And Van Bosch, Kushnini and Kamyab have risen to the brim like absolute phoenixes from the flames. Van Bosch is back and he's on top. Sacha Van Bosch wins it from Tiziano Kuznini and Roman Kamyab. Ben Smith in 4th, Jesse Phillips in 5th. Eluan Bienemy and Zach Drummond from Henry Domain and Luna Flusha. Jason Bralich and Rodrigo Seabra ahead of Matt Corby and Harrison Mackie. Roman Kamyab, Tiziano Kuznini, and your race winner, Sacha Van Bosch!
The whole week is good. In the final and the start, I start 2 and I go to third, and in 2 laps I go to and after to Tiziano Kuznini. In lap 3 I overtake him, I go first, and the rest of the race I go first and I'm winning.
In the first heat we make P3, second heat P4, third heat P4, and at the pre-final we start at 7th and go to first, and at the final we start also at first and we finish at 2nd. In the final we managed to get up to 3rd, to the 3rd corner, and I overtook Kuznini and I pushed my teammate Sacha away. On the last lap he overtook me because I didn't defend. But yeah, I'm very confident for Zuara since I've done a few laps around it on a simulator at iZone. And yeah, I'm feeling confident.
It's quite different as the weather is very different. It's very hot in the Middle East and quite cold here in Mariembourg. But I'm really enjoying the track and really enjoying the time here. The drivers are a lot more skilled and more experienced than back in the Middle East. It's a very nice circuit and I've really enjoyed learning it. We've had some good pace in practice and the team have helped me a lot by improving those little steps. There's a really good environment inside the tent and we learn a lot inside and outside of the tent. Qualifying's always been my struggle, but in the races I plan to move up if we get a bad quali, for example. And over the season just improve out in racing in general. The first session is always the most important. You're adapting on how the day and how the track is affected from the past few days and the weather overnight. Pretty confident. We've shown some good signs of rain in past European races, but we haven't had a session here in the rain just yet.
The juniors will race now up to the first corner, and it's a great start for Taya Villeneuve, and Finn McLaughlin is trying to get a move or two on the inside line in the middle of the top 6. Villeneuve is already starting to unleash the speed and try and get clear. It is up to Jaden Tian and the man in 3rd position, Leo Robinson, not to let him get away.
1 lap completed and Théophile Nail is doing what it did for the pre-final, and for the back, a switch for 2nd position, beautifully made by Leo Robinson, the Fusion Motorsport driver. Paul Chaos is trying again, and this time around he succeeds in his overtaking maneuver into the hairpin.
And Paul Chaos gets the run on Leo Robinson up at the 2nd place. Finn McLaughlin hasn't read that script. He wants 3rd position and he takes it. Bart Harrison fails to get the move on Jaden Tian. Finn McLaughlin dives for the inside of Pod Chaos. There's room enough for Robinson, but Pod Chaos chops across.
And we're going to keep our focus on the battle for the last 2 steps of the podium, because Paul Chaos is about to lose the 3rd place. Beautifully made by Leo Robinson. Ahead as well, number 23, trying to escape from that very aggressive field. And watch out for Bart Harrison going through as well, Jaden Tian. Increases space, and watch out for Bart Harrison actually going around. To have a bit of exit. Oh, and some trouble for the 24, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Paul Chaos!
There you go, in the meantime. Beautifully made by the Spaniard who's going through.
Was that is the 143 disappearing off the road. Takes the victory for France and for 2N Racing in the Junior X30 final here at Mariembourg. Finn McLaughlin 2nd, Bart Harrison 3rd. Out in front, he starts his season the way he means to go on. I wonder how strong he's going to be. Théophile Nail is the winner in front of Finn McLaughlin and Bart Harrison. Bod Chaos in front of Leo Robinson. Will McIntyre in 6th ahead of Jaden Tian and Kimi Abraham. Vinnie Phillips and Clement Outram round out the top 10. So our 3 drivers, Bart Harrison, Finn McLaughlin, and your race winner, Théophile Nail! In all honesty, it was a very tough final, even though it may not have looked that way. Watching it back in my mind made it look easy. but I was trying to keep my pace up throughout the race as much as possible, because I'm not experienced against this field. It was very satisfying though.
Sunday pre-final, I didn't. It's a bit of a squabble down to 7. Started 7 for the final. First few laps of the final, got up to 2nd, and then the leader was already 4 seconds ahead, so I didn't have enough time to catch the leader. Yeah, I've never been there before, so it's going to be a challenge. So just can't wait to see the experience to different countries. So can't wait.
I managed to do quite a good job, especially with the penalty in the pre-final. I thought I managed to come back quite well, and I'm happy with how I did in the final. I'm very confident. I couldn't go to, well, I could have gone to last year, but we decided not to. So I think we're going to do the entire series this year, and I think I can win it.
Yeah, I feel good here. Yeah, we have good speed for the moment, so yeah, I'm happy. Last year we won here. Yeah, it's good, good memories here. Yeah, it's my circuit. I train a lot here. I need to win this year. I don't know. We will see during the championship, but I will try. I will do all I can to win the championship. No, I don't think it's an advantage because we drive a lot here in the Euro Series also, like 3 years. I don't think it's an advantage, but I like the track, so yeah. It's good. We are going to work hard because yeah, there is good drivers this year, very high level. So yeah, we will see during the year, but I'm confident. Yeah, I think because with the new tires, we have little space to do our time. So yeah, we have to do the time fastest as possible early in the session. So it's difficult to maintain the tires in good condition. We have to think about and do everything to don't use the tire too much.
We're out! Let's race at Mariembourg! Perfect start from the inside line as Walker tucks in behind his teammate, and we've got it off in the background. That's one of the Dimes racing carts. I think that's Ravalda van der Westerlaken.
Outside, and there's a crash.
That's Matilda Olsen.
Oh,
Matilda Olsen goes off on the grass. So a great battle. Here comes Nevek on the inside, tucks in front of Walker and gets second position.
Look at him being taken in sandwich, but not for long, as he takes first position in lap number 2 on the hairpin.
Westover gets the move on Kimber, and that's a crash. Unfortunately, we've got 2 of them off the road. That is the 220 of Teresa Babichkova and Lewis Mackey. Bart Pluke is going to try and make the bid on Kimber with some support from Sean Butcher. They both slide through because Pluke runs wide. Butcher gets both of them, and that puts him up into 5th position.
As Enzo Levesque is still leading away for 0.2 of a second faster, and beautifully made the 283 run the inside. This is Dan Steinman run the inside of Mark Kimber, wasn't it? Yes, indeed, in turn number 2.
Mark Kimber all the way down in 9th. Here comes Pluke up the inside of Westover. Nicely done. 5th position for the young Dutchman.
Santiago Valves, I think the fastest lap below. Westover fighting back, and watch out for the back because we had Dan Steinman as well, and one of the Vidike drivers, unfortunately, another one having to retire. There was not any Goldstein in this one, but you identified him, Jake.
It's Laurence de Sertua. Yet again, another Belgian superstar falls by the wayside as they succumb to the pressure and the might and the anguish. Kimber, Steinman, Pluke, Bataya, and there goes the move on the inside from Greenall. He gets up into 5th position. Don't forget, this is his first weekend as a senior as well as Aaron Walker.
Round the inside, no, that's Sean Butcher who does it, and he takes it with him. Then 2 positions lost by Callum Bradshaw, I'm afraid, from 3rd to 5th in just 1 corner. So once again, the worst possible case scenario, and there goes another move! Beautifully made in the escargot by Oliver Greenwald, going up to 3rd position.
He definitely didn't see that one coming. Now Bradshaw storms up the inside of Butcher. He really has paid up and pay attention. Here's Kimber, gets the move, and so does Westover on Sean Butcher. He's got to try and do all that hard work again, so he gets on with it. As Westover gets Kimber, so does Butcher.
And there goes a switch, another for position, Mark Kimber driving through, and watch out for Dan Steinman because we had forgotten, and there's another switch, and Butcher taking the pace back. This is Ivan Batale as well, those two might want to get involved, and Dan Steinman goes through as well, Sean Butcher losing positions outside of the hairpin. Oh, unfortunately, one of the drivers indeed.
Santi Valvi.
Yeah, Santi Valvi. As we're going to see Dan Steinman driving around the inside. Oh, that was close, but he actually didn't make that stick. on Kimber. Kimber fighting for position. He's actually busy all over the place because Dan Stillman as well as the others.
That's Maximus Meyer!
Yeah, where did he come from actually? Maximus Meyer, we didn't see that coming in ninth place.
He'll launch on the inside and he takes the lead. As these two continue to squabble, Greenall absolutely resolute to get past Westover, forces the issue. Butcher comes around the outside, grabs 5th position away from Westover. Levesque is trying every trick in the book. He squeezes. Walker will not let him have it. He squeezes back into the lead. He's going to get assistance. Oh, he sweeps on the inside of Levesque. Turn 3. Back on the power. Oh, he's let Bradshaw go on the far side. Walker has opened the door by accident. Bradshaw sweeps through. Levesque gets there as well. Bradshaw snatches the lead on the final lap. Here comes Levesque. He gets back through. Walker gets alongside his teammate. Levesque is in the lead. This is going to go right down to the wire. Bradshaw tries again. Levesque holds it. Bradshaw absolutely determined. They come together. Levesque and Bradshaw are put over the top. Aaron Walker gets a reprieve. Aaron Walker's going to take the victory after all. Levesque and Bradshaw lick their wounds for 2nd and 3rd, but Aaron Walker wins at Mariembourg. Oh my word! Oh my word! Remember where you were when Aaron Walker came to town in Senior X30. He took on everyone. He took on the vice champion. He took on the reigning champion. He took on the world champion. And Aaron Walker is the man on top. Aaron Walker wins ahead of Enzo Levesque and Callum Bradshaw, Oliver Greenall and Sean Butcher from Mark Kimber, Ivan Bataya, Clayton Ravenscroft, Louis Westover, and Sebastian Hedin, the original pole position sitter from Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Greenall, Enzo Levesque, and your race winner here at Mariembourg, Aaron Walker!
It was a good weekend. We had the pace right through from Wednesday. We carried it all through qualifying and the heat, and then once we got to the final, we tried to push away with Callum, but he made a slight mistake on one of the laps, and we got through, and then I was catching Levesque every lap, just trying to dig into the gap. At the end, I managed to get through about 6-7 laps to go, and then he caught me again. And on to the last lap, the two in front got into a bit of an incident, and I managed to come out of that all right and into the lead. Yeah, I've showed the grid that I'm good enough to race in this grid and good enough to win. I'm looking forward to Zawara as it's a different track and a new track for me. It's got long straights and it's quite technical in the middle of the track, so I'm looking forward to it.
It was a tough weekend, which definitely had its complications, but in general, we were very fast in qualifying and just as fast in the races, so we can't be too disappointed. I'm quite proud with 2nd place. I hope that everything will be a little better for me at Zawara. We've now got the hunger as a team to win because we were so close this time. I don't think we'll be happy with 2nd next time. A win is what we want. Merci beaucoup tout le monde, and a massive thank you to everybody here at the Karting d'Espagne International Raceway. We thank our Senior X30 drivers. We will see them and of course you at the Circuito Internacional Zawara in 2 months' time at the end of May. We are so delighted to have continued this 2021 season here in the IAME Euro Series.